What is up, Sexy Beast? Bald Pancake here, and today we're going to be taking two of the best assault rifles in Call of Duty Zombies history, the AN-94 and the ICR, and putting them up head to head and seeing which one is the better one to have for high rounds. So let's go ahead and get the shit started. So you guys should know the deal by now. The first thing I'm going to do is let you guys watch and listen to each individual weapon, both the unupgraded versions and the upgraded ones, just so you guys can see and hear the differences, and overall decide for yourself which one you think is the better one. So here you go. So when it comes to the overall sounds and looks of these weapons, I like how the ICR looks. I think it looks really nice and slim and sexy. The AN-94, not a huge fan for how that thing looks, even though it is an iconic look and you will always be able to recognize it. I just think I prefer how the ICR actually looks. But when it comes to sound, I definitely do prefer the AN-94. It actually sounds like a gun. I say this all the time, Black Ops 3 weapons sound like toys. They do not sound like real guns whatsoever. I've shot a lot of real guns before, not airsoft guns, and the AN-94 actually sounds like a real gun, something you would hear at a shooting range, while a lot of Black Ops 3 weapons just kind of sound like toys to me. But that is all personal preference because this is a video game and it's not real life. So let's go ahead and jump into the first comparison. The first comparison we're going to be taking a look at is going to be fire rate. I line up both these weapons side by side and they both have 30 bullets in their respective magazines. I start shooting at the exact same time. And it's basically going to be dead even. Now on paper, I believe the AN-94 is supposed to be a little bit faster. One, because I think overall its fire rate is a little bit faster, and two, I believe for like the first couple rounds or something like that, the AN-94's fire rate is supposed to be like equivalent to the Thompson. So on paper, the AN-94 should be a lot faster, but when you actually take both weapons side by side and compare them, they're basically going to be dead even. You would never notice this in-game, even if you and a friend were standing side by side and shooting at the exact same time. Somehow you get the ICR in Black Ops 2 or somehow you get the AN-94 in Black Ops 3. You will never notice this fire rate difference whatsoever. So next up, let's go ahead and take a look at accuracy. Now this is where the huge differences actually do start to arise. When it comes to accuracy, without a doubt the ICR is going to be the winner. In terms of recoil and hipfire, the ICR clearly outclasses the AN-94. And of course it's going to. The ICR is the accurate weapon of Black Ops 3. Even its console name is AR_accurate, because it's the most accurate assault rifle in Black Ops 3. So of course it's going to be way better than the AN-94. Has virtually no recoil and the hipfire is basically going to be right where you want it to go. While with the AN-94, you do kind of have some recoil. The hipfire is a little bit more tame. You're not like having a big spread or anything, but you still do have some recoil. So when it comes to overall accuracy, you got to give it to the ICR. Alright, and last but not least, let's go and take a look at the reload speed, and this was actually kind of funny because when you watch the footage, you think the AN-94 is going to be done reloading sooner just because of how like the animation is, but you actually get done reloading with the ICR just a tad bit faster. You get back to shooting with that ICR like a second or like a half a second sooner than you would with the AN-94, so in like a life or death situation, the ICR might actually save you, while the AN-94 will only lead to your death, but in like 99% of other gameplay, you're probably not going to notice it and you'll probably be fine. But still, the ICR is going to be the faster one. Alright, so now let's go and take a look at the ammo and actually upgrade these things and take a look at some of the upgraded stats. So the ICR, unupgraded wise, is going to carry 30 in its magazine and 210 in stock, while when you upgrade it to the illuminated deanimator, it's going to carry 45 in its magazine and 360 in stock. Nothing really too impressive when it comes to ammo. It's about average for every single other assault rifle. While when we take a look at the AN-94, it's going to hold some numbers. It's going to carry 30 in its magazine and 300 in stock unupgraded, and when you actually do pack punch this bad boy to the actuated neutralizer 94,000, it's going to carry 50 in its magazine and 600 in stock, which is getting up there to like LMG type numbers. This thing just carries so much goddamn ammo when you actually upgrade it, and it kind of helps that this weapon is a wall weapon, so is the ICR, but when it comes to AN-94, god damn does that thing carry some ammo. So when it comes to ammo, you gotta give it to the AN-94. It just absolutely destroys the ICR. Alright, so now that we got these weapons upgraded, let's go ahead and take a look at all those tests over again. And if we start with the fire rate, nothing really changes here. They're going to be dead even. I don't think the fire rate actually changes when you upgrade these weapons. I'm pretty sure the fire rate stays the exact same. And it's really weird because I feel like the AN-94 shoots faster than the ICR. Even still, like watching this footage, it just feels like the AN-94 is faster. Like when I was getting the actual footage and I was shooting up against this dumbass wall, it still felt like the AN-94 was faster. I don't know if it was because of the sound, because of how much it's bobbing up and down or something like that. I don't know, I can't explain it. It just feels like the AN-94 should be faster, but when you compare them side by side, they're dead even. And when it comes to accuracy, this is where we do have a little bit of a change. The ICR is still going to be king of accuracy. It's really not going to have any recoil, and its hip fire is going to be pretty spot on. But the AN-94 does have a little bit of a change. The recoil is non-existent. It basically doesn't have any when you're ADSing. If you're hip firing, you're still going to have some recoil. It's going to go straight up. The spread's going to be still kind of tight. So when it comes to ADSing, they're basically even. They're on par with each other. But when it comes to hip firing, you do have to give it to the ICR. So I guess when it comes to accuracy, you got to give it to the ICR. And last but not least is going to be the reload speed, and the reload speed's basically going to be the exact same. Nothing really changes here. You get back to shooting with the ICR just a little bit faster than you do with the AN-94, but you'll never notice it, so they're basically even. Alright, so to make this video longer than 10 minutes, let's go and talk about some random shit. So I really do enjoy both these weapons. They're both very, very good weapons in zombies and in multiplayer. Again, I've never played Black Ops 3 multiplayer, so I've never used the ICR in multiplayer. It could be good, it could be shit, I just don't know. But I have used the M27, and that's basically what the ICR was supposed to be until they changed it at the last minute, I'm pretty sure. So I have used the M27 in multiplayer, and I didn't really like it. I didn't think it was that strong. It was an okay weapon. There were much better weapons that I would prefer, especially the AN-94. In multiplayer, the AN-94 was a really, really good weapon. Sometimes, if I was playing on like a big map and I needed to go try hard and I just wasn't kicking it with my FAL, this and the Peacekeeper were usually my backup weapons. They're both very, very good. I loved having like the stock and the grip, or the stock and the silencer on it, depending on how big of a bitch I want to be, if I want to camp my ass off to get my kill streaks or not. So the AN-94 in multiplayer and in zombies is just a fantastic all-around weapon. If you're looking for something close quarters and a fast fire rate, obviously this isn't your weapon, but generally speaking, this weapon is probably going to suit your needs. Now when it came to the M27/ICR, I just feel like in multiplayer it was really kind of lacking damage, which is kind of the exact opposite in zombies, because in zombies, the ICR is one of the strongest weapons, but in multiplayer, wasn't really a huge fan of it. I would throw like stock and a red dot on it if I had to use it, and again, we're talking about the fucking M27. We're not even talking about the ICR, but it's close enough. But basically what I'm trying to get at is these weapons are both great weapons in their respective games. Like if you take a look at some of the other weapons we've had in Call of Duty Zombies history, like the FAMAS or like the PPSH, the FAMAS was absolutely amazing in multiplayer. It was the go-to weapon in Black Ops 1, but in zombies, it was alright. And if we take a look at the PPSH and zombies, that thing was absolutely amazing, but in World at War multiplayer, it got really overshadowed by the MP40. So some weapons are just better in zombies and some are just better in multiplayer, and I would say the AN-94 is amazing in both. The ICR I would probably say is better at zombies. Again, I've never used this weapon in multiplayer, so if it's good, let me know in the comments. But now that I'm done rambling to try to get this video past 10 minutes long, let's go and talk about both these weapons on round 50. Let's go and start with the Black Ops 2 AN-94 first. So the AN-94, I believe, is available only in Die Rise and Buried, and it is a wall weapon. In Die Rise, I'm not a huge fan of where it's located because once you get past a point of no return, you kind of have to go all the way around the damn map again just to get some more ammo. So not a huge fan of that. And Buried, I really do enjoy how you can kind of place it wherever the fuck you want. That really makes getting ammo very, very easy. And on high rounds, the AN-94 is going to be a pretty decent weapon. It's not the strongest assault rifle, but it can hold its own, and with the amount of ammo it carries, you're going to be able to get a lot of kills. I would say once you really start knocking them down, it's a domino effect, and you'll be able to get more and more kills. That's why I definitely think the AN-94 is one of the top 3 best assault rifles in Call of Duty Zombies history. It has a fairly decent amount of damage, and it just carries so much goddamn ammo. That's really what I love about the AN-94. It carries so much ammo, and it's a wall weapon, so when it comes to like ammo, you're really never going to have a problem in that department. And when it comes to overall strength and what you can do on high rounds, it's going to be able to kick some zombie ass. Now, you're not going to be getting kills with the AN-94 like a heartbeat, like with some other weapons I've shown you guys in zombies, but really kind of once you get that ball rolling, once you start putting more and more shots into zombies, they're just going to start to drop one by one, and since you just have so much ammo, and you're always going to make the money to keep going back and getting ammo, you're going to be able to get a fuck ton of kills on high rounds. Alright, so now let's go and take a look at the ICR. Now the ICR can either be in the mystery box or off the wall in certain maps, so it really all kind of depends on which map you're actually playing, but if you are playing on a map where the ICR is a wall buy, I would kind of recommend you actually get it. The ICR is one of the most powerful assault rifles in Call of Duty Zombies history. Off the top of my head, I believe it's like the second most powerful assault rifle right behind the Scar H, so it's definitely going to be able to deal some serious firepower. Now when it comes to ammo, that's really where the ICR kinda lacks. You're going to be able to make the 4,500 back, it's just you're going to run through ammo very, very quick, and you might find yourself constantly going back and getting more and more ammo. Now that's not necessarily like a huge downside, it's more like a minor inconvenience. You really don't want to have to constantly be running back to get more ammo. Basically, once you run out of ammo with the ICR, you're going to be through half the ammo with the AN94. So they both have a trade-off. The AN94 has more ammo, but it's a little bit weaker. The ICR is definitely more powerful, but it doesn't carry as much ammo. And on round 50, you will definitely be able to get a lot of kills with both of these weapons. Nothing incredibly quick, but you definitely will be able to kill a lot faster with the ICR, and I would say numbers-wise, with just the amount of ammo you actually have and not going back and getting more, you might be able to kill a lot more with the AN94. So it really all comes down to the situation you're in, what map you're on, which one you happen to prefer, because honestly, these weapons are both fantastic assault rifles, and I don't think you can go wrong with either one. If you were to force me to pick which one I would prefer to have on high rounds, I'm probably going to go with the ICR. I believe your mobility is a little bit faster with the ICR. It is a wall weapon, so you can constantly go back and get more ammo. It does a little bit more damage. It has a faster load speed. It just has a lot of positive things going for it. Not that the AN94 is a shit weapon. It's just me personally, I would definitely prefer to have the ICR on round 50 than the AN94, but that is all based off of how I play zombies, and you might play zombies completely differently, which is totally okay. Let me know in the comments which one you guys prefer, not which one you guys like more, which one you guys would rather have on round 50. So saying that, that is going to be the end of this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and real quick, shout out to my Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome, and you guys help make these videos possible. Without you guys, I would probably be smoking crack somewhere underneath a bridge. So thank you guys so much for your support. If you are curious to know what Patreon is, go and check out the link in the description. It's basically just another way to help support me, and you get a bunch of cool rewards based off of how much you want to support me with. So go ahead and check that out. Link will be in the description if that sounds interesting to you. And also go ahead and follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram. All those links will also be in the description. And lastly, I strongly advise you stay away from my Discord chat. It is toxic as fuck, but if you are brave enough, I recommend you go join. It's kind of fun sometimes. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I will see you in the next video. Peace.